going to spend the next hour and 15 minutes with you. But for today, let's talk about what conflict is and what it isn't, and have a better understanding of the 5 levels of listening. Who would have associated listening and conflict, right? We're going to talk about candor, and we're going to talk about tone and attitude. Tone and attitude is one of the contributing factors to conflict. So let's talk about what is conflict. What do you think conflict is? Anybody?
Disagreement.
Disagreement. What else?
Misalignment.
Misalignment. Absolutely. Anybody else think of?
Misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding? Sure. Which can lead to larger conflicts, right?
Personalities.
Personalities. Absolutely.
Difference of opinion.
Difference of opinion. Anybody else have any thoughts? Now, what's the Army's version of conflict?
War.
War, right? When I looked up what conflict in Webster's dictionary, that's the first thing that came up. We think of fight, battle, or war, right? And some conflicts may feel like that. I have teenagers. Well, I have one left. The rest of teenagers, I assure you, it did feel like a fight, battle, or war. When I was engaged in a conflict with one of them, particularly around the age of 14. Competitive or opposing actions or incompatibilities. Okay? Mental struggle resulting from incompatible or opposing needs, drives, values. The opposition of person or forces that gives rise to dramatic action and drama. Any of those resonate with you? The ones that resonate with me are these 2. Because you've stated it well, it's incompatibilities. When we're in conflict, it means we have divergent points of view. Doesn't mean this, right? But we associate this negative energy about conflict, right? When we think of conflict, we think, uh-oh, we're ready to go duke it out, right? When the reality is, it's divergent points of view. So the first lesson in managing conflict is to realize what it really is. It's 2 perspectives that are opposing. The job is to come to the middle, or to understand that. But that's what it is. The reality is we just think differently. And I think somebody said opposing, different ideas. Who said different ideas? Different ideas, right? We think differently. We have conflicting values, conflicting motives. In employment, this can happen all the time, right? Your employees have one motive, and you have another. It's much like therapy. You ask the questions that are going to get to that divergent point of view. And if they're open-ended questions, you're going to ask them and you're going to listen. We heard this morning too. The speaker before me echoed the same sentiment. Your job is to listen and bring both parties to that divergent point of view. What often happens, because in HR we do this every day, anybody here so conflict averse you won't tell anybody what you really think?
Depends on the person.
Depends on the person. I work with people who would rather get a root canal than engage in any type of conflict. Now, candor is fear, right? We're afraid to tell people what we really think. They might not like me. Of course, if you're in a conflict, you probably don't care at that point, but we're afraid. So the first step is becoming comfortable as getting over some of those fears. Think about this. Think about a mom who's just had this beautiful baby. Right? And she's holding this baby that she just gave birth to. And you were to come up to her and say, man, that's the ugliest baby I ever saw. What would happen? I guarantee you'd probably be in conflict, right? So don't make it personal. And here's the other piece. Take it personal.